When you think of console mascots, it's easy to jump straight to Nintendo. They've knocked it out of the park with icons that have stood the test of time like Mario, Link, and Ribbon Girl. But you know whose mascots I've always loved? Sony's. Back in the day you couldn't move without bumping into a Crash Bandicoot, a Spyro, a Parappa the Rapper, an Unjamilami. And sure, today they still have icons like Kratos and Nathan Drake, but just nothing like the old school days. That's why when this little tech demo for their brand new PS5 dropped back in late 2020, I was pleasantly surprised to be introduced to a brand new Sony mascot, Astro. Fast forward 4 years and the little guy has been given his very own title and I couldn't be happier. So, with 44 trophies to earn, we asked the question, CanIPlat astrobot? We start our adventure in a galaxy far, far away, where Astro and his little friends are idling, minding their own business until the alien equivalent of your little brother barges in and breaks the spaceship. We crash land on Tatooine, wake Astro up, and immediately get onto the trail of our stolen ship parts by finding a collapsed satellite and relaunching it into space to scan. We head to the first level on the first world and immediately get introduced to our big main collectible throughout our adventure, our bot friends. There's 300 of these to save throughout our adventure, with half of them being famous Sony mascots. Finding them will be the main chunk of our trophy list, and also our first, as after saving our first bot, we earn the trophy, one bot down. We then get introduced to our next collectible, the puzzle pieces. Finding enough of these will eventually unlock us buildings and areas we need access to in the hub world. So we also need to be collecting all of these. Right now though, our first earns us the trophy, a puzzling start. We breeze through the rest of the first level and blast off onto the next. And this is where you'll notice that this video is going to be a little bit different than my usual, more narrative led trophy hunting stuff. This game is an old school platformer, through and through, so do bear with me and please like and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you. So with all that collectible talk, you'll be a little surprised to hear that my next trophy comes a few levels later when I accidentally scored a basket thinking it would get me a puzzle piece. Instead, it just gave me the Unjammer Slammer trophy. A few more levels later and we take on our first boss. Now each boss in each world surprisingly doesn't earn you a trophy. Instead what happens is that you end up saving an iconic Sony bot and get access to a new level related entirely to that character. And they start off the strongest by making the first of these one of my all-time favourite PS1 classics, Ape Escape. I also bring this up as after the boss, I now have enough saved bots to start exploring the hub world, and more importantly, enough puzzle pieces to unlock our first building, the Gacha shop, earning us the License to Spend trophy. Here we can spend our hard-earned coins for sprays for our pad, costumes for Astro, but mainly for iconic items for our Sony mascots, such as the cardboard box for Solid Snake. And for buying our first gacha here, I earned the first prize trophy. So, remember how I brought up the character specific levels you unlock after each boss fight? I didn't just mention that offhandedly to gush about my love for Ape Escape. These specific levels are where we find our PlayStation mothership pieces, and for beating the Ape Escape level, and returning our first piece back to our ship, I earn Unforgettable. Before heading on to World 2, I returned to the Gorilla Nebula and rescued all the remaining bots I'd missed, earning the Monkey See Monkey Rescue trophy. Now on to the next world, and I come across the great Deku Tree's cousin who tries to sing me a very nice song. I, being the antisocial introvert that I am though, try to stop all the awkward singing by giving him a few hits from my Super Soaker, earning the "What is he saying?" trophy. Finishing this world off by fighting the giant octopus, we rescue the Dad of War himself, Kratos. And just like Spike back in the first world, we now get our very own God of War centric level, which is very cool. These levels are definitely the highlight of this game for me personally. For finishing that level, we bring back and fit another ship piece, earning the Solid Performance trophy. We've also now found enough puzzle pieces to unlock our next building, the garage, and for doing so, earn Splash My Dash. Onto a new world now, and we soon play a really cool casino-like level. And for managing to earn jackpots and all the slot machines, we get our next trophy, time to cash in. Not much else happens here in these levels, so let's skip right to the end where we fight the giant snake boss and unlock our next character themed level, this time Nathan Drake. Another iconic choice and another great level. Now there's plenty of Easter eggs in this game, and in these themed levels as well. One of which is the golden egg relics found in each of the Uncharted games. For finding 3 of them in this level, we earn the Lost Legacy trophy. Not long after that, we find and return our next piece of the ship, earning the Doing It For You trophy. And just like last time, we now have enough puzzle pieces to unlock our next building, our costume room, earning the Time For A Change trophy. On to the next world, and keeping these trophies rolling, we find ourselves in a big open ocean swimming level. And for diving through the hoop from the Road to El Dorado film, we earn Jumping Through Hoops. The rest of this world is again fairly quiet. I just play through each level, simple and clean, beat the big chameleon boss at the end of it, and unlocked our next mascot level, Loco Roco. I beat this stage and bring back another ship piece, the fan, earning Keeping It Cool. And once again, bringing back enough puzzle pieces to unlock our final building, the zoo, unlocking Animal Attraction. And speaking of the zoo, unlocking it now gives me access to a camera for me to strike a pose and take pics at certain spots throughout the game. Snapping my first inside the zoo earns me the Strike a Pose trophy. On to the last world, then let's just get straight to the point. The boss this time is a big old bird, which I think is actually the fave out of the 5. Either way, he goes down easy, and we save and unlock our final mascot level, Aloy. Again, such a great pick, and another memorable banger of a level. I cannot recommend these mascot levels enough. For beating the level, we bring back our last ship piece, the chassis, earning the Take Cover trophy and launching us right into the final boss fight with the evil little brother. This is a huge, epic space battle between all of our saved bots and ships and the little brother with the snotty and sticky hands, and it is probably the most challenging boss in the game. It starts as a very lengthy rail shooter with some puzzle pieces to even look out for, and then gets into the actual boss fight with the alien using all the tricks and gadgets you picked up throughout this game. And again, just like the whole game, it is so much fun. And for beating the level, we take back our stolen processor, earning us a lot to process. But it's not over yet, as just like with any annoying little brother, he ain't done yet. We do a little bit more damage to him, destroying his ship but creating a black hole in the process. Astro is then grabbed by the alien, and even after seeing all the effort from his fellow bots to try and save him, he decides to sacrifice himself, ultimately to save them, finishing our story on a sad, somber, but noble end. And there you have it. That's Astrobot. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to, I'm just kidding, they wouldn't end it like that. A damaged Astro falls back down onto our ship and is soon repaired by all the other bots, bringing us back our fave new little guy to mop up the remaining trophies. We start by returning to World 2 to find all the remaining bots, earning us the Tentacular Spectacular trophy. Keeping with that theme a little, we find all the bots in World 3 getting the Thanks Very Much trophy, and likewise in the Feather Cluster world, earning the Back to the Nest trophy. And yep, you've guessed it, we earn Nowhere to Hide for finding all the bots in Camo Cosmos. Now, I know what you're thinking, that's every bot found. You got the trophy for all 5 galaxies. Well, no. As I say, this is a great throwback to some classic PS1 titles like Crash and Ape Escape, and just like Crash, in some levels throughout each galaxy are secret exits that will take you to a whole new level in a lost galaxy, and for unlocking all of them and finding all the bots there, I get the Lost and Found trophy. And now we actually do have all 300 found. But not just that, because by replaying all the levels looking for all the remaining bots, it meant that I also managed to find all the missing puzzle pieces, unlocking a giant gold statue in my honour and earning the Monumental Achievement trophy. Now, this isn't just some fancy statue to show off my 100% progress, oh no. This actually gives us access to one last level, and everyone who's already played this game knows exactly what level I'm talking about. This is by far the hardest stage in this game. Think those Mario Sunshine levels, the no flood stages. Now, I don't want to overhype it and scare anybody who hasn't played it yet. It ain't impossible or anything, but do just prepare to die at it quite a lot. Anyway, for beating the stage, we find one final mascot waiting for us at the end, earning the Golden Bot trophy. Now all the collectibles are finished, we can get on to more miscellaneous trophies, starting with returning to the gacha shop as we pretty much buy everything the shop has to offer, earning the Money Well Spent trophy. I then stop to listen to all the ship pieces sing a beautiful harmony, earning Sing Stars, before heading back out into the galaxy for some level specific trophies. We start back at my favourite Ape Escape level, as whilst exploring we can find and capture a golden butterfly, earning the Net Profit trophy. I then head out and reunite with Kratos and find all of Odin's ravens hidden throughout the level. When finding and destroying our last one, I earn the Eyes of the All-Father trophy. I then return to Aloy's level to ensure that I few enemies run into these trap wires scattered throughout the level, and for doing so, I earn What a Trick. Next, I find a level with not only the boxing glove gadget, but also these worm-like enemies. As for grabbing two, each with one glove, and beating them, I earn the Double Dug In trophy. Returning back to the hub world now, and I accidentally got my next trophy whilst going for something else. You see, you can gather all your party up into one big posse, and I needed to take a pic of both Lara Croft and Nathan Drake together, which, as you can see when you have all 301 bots rescued, can be quite difficult. Well, somehow, whilst doing all this, I accidentally pressed the dance button and Crash Bandicoot happened to be next to me, earning me the Let's Twist Again trophy for dancing with him. I disbanded everybody and gathered them all up once again once I saw that Lara and Drake were a bit more closer this time. This worked out perfectly, letting me snap the shot and earning me the Thick as Thieves trophy. Next, I tricked Kratos into throwing his axe at Thor, freezing him and earning the Thor God of Thunder trophy. Next, I got myself rolled up in a ball by the King of Cosmos' son himself, earning the Royally Stuck trophy. I then beat up Kiryu, emptying his pockets and earning the Deep Pocket Dragon trophy. And speaking of getting beat up, I get between Ryu and Ken during one of their brawls, earning the KO trophy. I then knock down my bot friends while they were acting as a makeshift wall and platform, earning the Wallbuster and the Keeping It Together trophy. And then to make it up to them, I had a little buggy with everybody, earning the Bot Revolution trophy. And lastly, I climbed to the very top of the spaceship to not only take in the view, but to earn at the top of my game and to earn the Platinum trophy. And that is it. That is every trophy in Astrobot, and I could just not sing this game's praises enough. Sure, in today's day and age it may seem like a very easy, simple and short game, but hey, so is Mario, and that still gets a lot of love. I grew up on not only the PS1 and all these mascots, but platformers as well, so this was right up my alley. I think this game is going to get a lot of Mario comparisons, and I can see that in a lot of its designs and its platforming, but for me personally, I just got so much of an Ape Escape vibe from this game, and you know how much I've been talking about my love of that franchise in this video. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and all that YouTubery goodness. It really does help with the channel, and it will keep you in the know for whenever a new video of mine drops. Please also keep the conversation going down below in the comments. What are some of your favourite PlayStation memories? As I mentioned earlier in the video as well, this is a little bit different than the type of video that I normally make. Astro is a lot less narratively driven, so if you do like these more quicker paced trophy hunting videos, let me know and I'll play a few more games like this. Until then, take care.